Got the Energica Electric Motorcycle. Going to take it for a little street ride. So we're going to get it started. See all the pretty lights. Squeeze the brake. Press the starter button. And then you see the little go light that tells us we're ready to rock. You can see the charge level. We're at 96%. I just left the house at 99% and just climbing the hill, lost a few percent. You can see the ABS is on. If I do some toggling, I can start to see all this data. There's a lap timer. And if we do this, you can see that we're got the standard riding mode. They've got Eco, Wet, and then Sport. And then over here, this is the regenerative level. Is when you decelerate, the engine braking can be really strong as it regenerates power using the engine. And it can be pretty strong, so I'm putting it on low, and it's a little bit more natural to what a normal motorcycle would be like. Okay, so let's go ahead and get going. You can hear the bike just silently accelerate. There's no gears, no clutch. Just one single gear. It's got torque. Torque available at right off the bat, right as soon as you twist the throttle, the torque is there. Something like 140 foot-pounds. 70 foot-pounds. I'll get this right. Read it in the article. I'll get the actual numbers. About 136 horsepower, and even in the standard mode, it gets up and goes. The thing weighs about 570 plus pounds, 580. So it's no lightweight. Sort of reminds me of riding an old VX11 sort of sport tour. I'm in a sporty riding position. It's not extreme, but it's definitely a reach to the bars. The pegs are up pretty high, but it's nice. The seat's a little firm, and this is not anything that you would spend a lot of miles on, because frankly the range doesn't really allow that anyhow. You're really looking at only about a maximum about 100 miles on a battery. I reset the trip meter, and we'll see what we can get for battery use on this little trip. Now you can get better fuel mileage. I'm told maybe 120 miles if you're riding Eco mode. Probably with the regenerative set at high. So just looking at the adjustments here, got compression damping on the left fork tube and rebound on the right. I had you can see the springs are pretty soft, but again, for what they've intended to do on the street, I think they're just fine. I weigh 155 pounds, so I'm pretty much of a lightweight. If I was much heavier than this, I might consider getting some stiffer springs. So it's got typical things. Is the engine cutoff switch. Is the mode switch. It's got a flashing headlight, turn signals, of course, and there's a little finger switch here that goes through the modes. Helps you to select the different modes. We turn on the key, you see all the lights, everything lights up. We're at 82% of power. I've got the Energica app on my phone that tells me anything that I need to know about the, how much power I have and how long it will take to charge it, and that sort of stuff. So I squeeze the front brake. Okay, it tells me my side stand is down. Go. Yeah, try that again. So as soon as it says go, we're ready to go. This also has a reverse. So if I press and hold, see that? R, look behind. And then I can actually back it up. I mean, the thing is heavy enough. I used it to get it out of the wheel chock. Now it also has a forward slow speed also for if you're just kind of, maneuvering the bike in tight spaces. All right, so let's go do some more twisties. The mirrors are pretty cool looking. They give you a decent look behind you, sport bike quality. See, the numbers for the speedometer are nice and big. Very fashionable font. But all the other information is pretty small. The battery bar is the next most important thing for me. And it's pretty easy to see. There is an RPM for the tachometer right here. But I don't really find a need for it. I don't know why you would. There's only one gear. Like these types of corners, this thing's awesome. Very smooth, very linear, stable. Bodywork and the seat and everything allow to have some hanging off. Pretty easy to get your body in position. So we'll see how it handles these bumps. Not too bad. A little bit of a wallow. That's one thing that I would try to get out of the suspension is that little tiny bit of a rebound wallow. So it really does act just like a normal motorcycle. Counter steering, timing of the throttle, all that stuff still works just the same. The wind noise is pretty pronounced. The bearing is small enough that it's really not blocking any wind at all. Yeah, see, boy. It launches right out of the corner. It's really smooth. It takes a pretty good shove on the handlebars to get it to turn in quick. But not terrible, not too bad, not anything that's unusual. So I'm noticing now we're down to 76% of power of battery. So, see, we've done 20% on this ride. I've done 17.4 miles. And this thing just gets up and goes.